Alright, her house should
So
not be
Harriet
far.
Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
It's on to us.
Actually, I wasn't at all onto you. And I would have just kept going. But, you know, you couldn't let well enough alone. And now you're on fire.
Watch it.
Oh, it doesn't actually set them on fire? That's actually disappointing. I was kind of hoping they'd burst into flames.
See those fancy clothes? This one's a top. Over there. Took one of them. Burn it.
Come on, stamina. Recharge faster. Let's run up this way, because I think that's the way out. I think this is right. Yeah, I maintain. Yeah, I've definitely been there before. Yeah, I guess this is where I'm going. It looked different on my map for some reason.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
He was stupid.
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Oh, there's an antidote now. Oh, yeah, of course. We picked that up. I'm an idiot. Clove of garlic, blah, blah, blah. Well, if we can cure her, that would be awesome. So, Lord Redgrave... Jeffrey McCullum. Oh, great. Well, that's why we had to keep him alive. Now I get it. And... oh, the old morgue again.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Alright, this one's the farthest... I mean, probably the closest to me, but the farthest from the others. Of course he's in the graveyard. Why is he always in the graveyard? I hate the graveyard. I get lost there. Okay. Let's go find Redgrave. Yep, this is where I want to go.
Bloody monster! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
There. Now shut up. There are some people I don't think can be quiet even in death, however. So I'm assuming I'm gonna go in here and just get killed by a whole mess of econs?
Connect me to this city anymore.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a trouble.
Men and women.
I don't think he's gonna be so quick to do it.
Sir, you are not welcome.
Not welcome, huh? Well, there is definitely a back door. I wound up in it by mistake once. Oh, yeah, I feel like I found out something about you.
Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Oh, I didn't realize I could talk to people about this.
Have you recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
He is dead, I've heard. I wish I was dead too.
I'm sorry.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's go get slaughtered. Hello?
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Alright, fuckface. You're not gonna get me this time. Jesus Christ almighty. Die, you little shit.
You're bleeding!
Yeah, no shit. So are you. Dodge! Yes, that did it. Ooh. He was tougher than, what was the last boss fight? I don't even remember. McCullum? It was more difficult than that, I'll tell you. Oh, he's downstairs.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
I don't want to anger him. That's just going to piss him off.
This is more important than the club, you, or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Thank you. I'm glad I didn't have to fight him. I have no XP. It's so sad. Okay, so I'm back at the Pembroke. I'm looking for Swansea, but his office is vacant. And I realize it's probably because it's actually the same night that I saved him, so we didn't get a chance to get back yet. So I'm going to end the night. I'm not going to level up because I only have 800 XP. But I can analyze this. Ooh, what is this? The antidote. Okay. All is well there. I'm not going to do anything there. But I will break up this stuff. Okay. That's good. Quickly end the night. Give him a chance to get back. Okay, here is my, my comeuppance. But still healthy. So I count that as a good thing. Yeah, this is still critical. Stable here. Even though I killed the pillar of the community, they're stable. And everyone is sick. Oh! It's serious now. Everyone is sick, actually. I could really run around and cure people. Okay, but let's see if Swansea is back. Swansea? Swansea!
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me? For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
It was a punishment.
I'm glad you like it.
How could I not be happy? You offered me the ultimate freedom. More than I ever could have dreamt of.
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Yes. Everything you know, I already know.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
That means yes.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes. It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Just don't eat the patients. General rule of thumb.
Have you news of Geoffrey McCullum? I'm sure both of you would have quite an interesting discussion after recent events.
He left the hospital without being treated for the severe beating you gave him. We'll meet again soon enough.
Do you not think he will kill you where you stand?
Funny you should mention it. I asked him once what he would do if I were a vampire. He said he would give me an hour for old time's sake.
Oh, a whole hour.
What will you do now that you are immortal?
Experiment, my dear colleague. I have an eternity to make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
If you're going to be doing it for the betterment of the world.
My God, Edgar. Did you learn nothing from your forays into folly?
I have, I swear. No more experiments on mortals. See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
I was gonna say, he said experiments on himself. Let him do whatever he wants to himself.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
That's a reference I don't get, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
Yeah, I'd be thinking I'd be pretty pissed.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.
Okay, so the next thing I have to do is head down into the morgue. Which usually takes me a while to find, so... when I find it, that's when this video will actually pick up. Okay, I apologize. He did say something, and that's actually how I found it, as I was walking by here. He said that he can't use garlic, but that there might be some kind of substitute in drug storage. So that's where I'm heading now. Oh no, this is the actual hospital. Wait. This is the morgue. They look exactly the same.